live on Instagram. For those of you watching on Instagram, that should be obvious to you. And we are live right here on YouTube on the YT. Folks, I am so excited to be with you today. Yes, yes, yes. So today I'm going to do a little something for you that is edible. Okay. Now, when I say edible, I don't exactly mean good for you. Okay. So let's just be clear. This is not me saying that this is something that you should be making all the time and all that whatnot. No, this is me saying that if you should choose to make it an attempt to try to taste it and find out what it tastes like, yes, technically, it is edible. Yes, technically, it is something that you could try and see how it goes. But anywho, yes, Ms. Steph here. I am, like I said, I'm live right now on Instagram and YouTube, simulcast and whatnot, as I like to say. So let me make sure I am, cross posting, how it goes. I make sure that I've got like posts going up so that people know where we're at and what we're doing today. And once I've got that done, I'm going to launch right into the activity and make sure that you have a good time, right? So yeah, let's make sure that we're up and moving over here. Hi. So today, as promised, I've had like a couple of posts up, right? So y'all should know what we're making today. Today we are making edible slime. But is it or is it not? It's for you to decide whether or not you think it's slime or if you think it's more like Play-Doh. Cool. That's what we're up to today. Let me do a quick little, get a little post going up on LinkedIn as well. Okay. So for my folks on Instagram and on YouTube right now, you know how it is. So please feel free to comment and to put your questions up and say, what are you doing? I like to make sure that you feel like you get a chance to kind of talk to me while we're on, right? Yeah. Single mom inspired knows. She knows how we do it around these here parts. Like I said, trying to get my post up, make sure everybody knows where we're at. Boom. One more on Twitter, and then we'll get to go. Okay. So meanwhile, while I'm posting, boom. Not even meanwhile. We're done. Boom. Okay. Welcome to Science with Ms. Steph, formerly known as Saturday Science with Ms. Steph, but it could happen on a Saturday. It could happen on any day. Okay. But yeah, the deal is today is to figure out whether or not this is actual slime, a slime recipe, or if it's just some like edible Play-Doh. Now, regardless, I feel like it's going to be fun. I feel like we're going to have a very, very good time. Yes. All right. So let me get off of Facebook because I'm like over here liking people's posts, right? Shout out to Monty and Roger. They officially have a 15-year-old today. And I will be sending y'all private notes and everything and find out how to celebrate her. But shout out to one of our science club babies. Her name is Sienna, and she is 15 today. All right, so shout out to her. All right, so let's go. Let's go. Okay, so as y'all know, I'm Miss Steph, people. If you didn't know that by now, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. All right. Otherwise, this is known as Science with Ms. Steph. That's what we're doing today. We are on episode 5. Episode 5 of season 2, y'all, because we started this back in March 2020 because of the COVID. Okay. And so we are on season 2 of making science fun. That's our hashtag we make science fun. Now there are other people out here in the interwebs trying to use my hashtag. But be advised, I have it on t-shirts and whatnot, and I have been using that hashtag for a minute. So that's mine. I consider it mine. We make science fun. All right. Make sure that you are out here liking and sharing and subscribing so that we know what's going on. Now let's talk a little bit about, actually, let's not put up the materials just yet. Let's talk real quick about how to get a hold of me if you should need me or whatnot. www.tfempowerment.org, people. That's how you can check in. For my people over here on Instagram, just hop into my link. Link in bio. You know I'm gonna say it. Link in bio. Like that's how it goes over on Instagram. Y'all know. Okay. But www.tfempowerment.org. Okay. That's how you get a hold. That's how you can put in your comments and all that type of stuff. You can support us that way. And also registration. What? Saturday Science, in-person Saturday Science, people. I said it, in-person Saturday Science is coming your way next month. Okay. And if you're wondering how to register, definitely go scienceclub.coursestorm.com. All right. That's how we're doing registration. Okay. We are doing in-person and all that kind of whatnot. So all that kind of preload in and all that kind of stuff. Now, let's talk materials. Let's talk today's materials. Today's materials, people, here you go. For those of you so you can see it. Okay. The materials for today. No. Okay. Materials for today. All right. We are using, actually, let's start with the order that they're listed in up there. Icing. Do you have to use this specific icing? No. But do I want you to use a store-bought icing for this? Yes. Okay. We're using icing. We have powdered sugar, also known as confectioner sugar. Do you need to use this particular brand? No. Okay. But does it need to be confectioner sugar? Does it need to be powdered sugar? Yes, it does. So powdered sugar is a mix of cane sugar and cornstarch together. You'll see that's going to make a difference. Does it seem like I use cornstarch in a lot of my science activities? Yes, I'm quite sure it does, because cornstarch is a very special chemical. Cornstarch is like, to the science teacher world, as like, it's almost as significant and almost as like cool as baking soda and vinegar. Yeah, like it's like so cool and so amazing, and like you can do so many things with it. Okay. And of course we got a little spoon, and a bowl. Now you're going to see me use a few extra spoons. Okay. And this here fabulous craft stick. Is this craft stick special? Not like per se. This is really just jumbo craft stick that's in my little rainbow craft stick kind of thing. My rainbow craft stick set. Yeah. That's pretty much like it. That's all you need for today's activity. So once again, welcome to Science with Ms. Steph. We are going to have a great little time here. I have no idea how long I'll be on today. I've learned to not promise y'all that I'm going to be done in like 5 minutes, because that's a lie. Okay. Also, another thing that's going on, and hopefully I'll remember to mention it later, is that you can come be with me. Yeah. You can come be on YouTube with me. And on Instagram with me. Okay. So send me an email, send me a shout, send me a direct message or whatever, and all that type of, what have you, if you have any interest in you and or your young scientist joining me, okay, for an episode, all right, if you want a guest star or if you want your little one to guest star with me. Now, I got that idea, okay, from a parent like months ago, when I say months ago, okay? But for various reasons, just because life, COVID, it's taken me a little while to get going in a way and get all my setup in such a way to where I can welcome guests and stuff. But yeah, just know that like I'm open to like guests coming on. So okay. Anyone who's like interested in joining us and all that type of stuff, you know, please feel free to like come on and give a shout and all that type of stuff, right? So yeah, as you can see, I'm starting out with a pretty large, probably too much, but that's okay. Well, it's not, but you know what I'm saying. This a significant amount of icing. Now, the icing that I have, as you can see, is an icing that has a color. I specifically bought an icing with a color in it for, you know who you are, one of my scientists that calls me Aunt Science. Okay. I bought this for her because we were hanging out together last weekend with our mask. Hello, because it's real out here. We're still doing that. Okay. And she had requested for her session. Okay. Edible icing. Now, there is a recipe that I have for edible icing, which I did months ago, y'all. Like way back when all this whole entire stuff started. Okay. I did this, not edible icing. Child, I hope icing is edible, but I did this edible slime thing. And the base of that, the glue, right, of that was marshmallows, melted marshmallows. Now, the thing with this particular activity that I did with my little niece the other day was that I wanted it to be pink for her. So when I was in the store, I thought to myself, actually, it was before I was in the store because I had done some research on some stuff. So y'all know what I'm doing over here on Instagram. I'm over here tagging people in, you know, see if any of our friends want to join us. Okay. Yes. So I'm thinking about it. I did the research and all that type of stuff. And one of the things that I did, okay. And one of the things that I did was say, I noticed that there was like some of the edible slime recipes had in like all kinds of different stuff. And one of the things that it had was, there we go. One of the things it had in it, one of the recipes was like icing with confection sugar. And one of the recipes was like, what's the hazelnut based stuff? What's that? Y'all know what I'm talking about, the chocolate stuff. Child, why can't I think of it right now? Nutella, right? It had Nutella, and I was like, So in theory, if I added a little icing to what we were doing with the marshmallow, with the melted marshmallow, and I already knew I was going to put confection sugar in it, I felt like that should work. Okay. Then we had our little fun last weekend, yada yada. And then I came home and I thought to myself, maybe I should share this with the friends, with my science people online. Maybe we could do and where it only has the icing and confection sugar. Maybe I could try that on camera with y'all, because I kid you not, this is the first time I've done it with only the icing and the confection sugar, no marshmallows. I have no idea how this is going to go. Well, no idea is kind of a little. I have a concept of it, scientifically speaking, right? I have an idea of what should happen. So that's why the name of this video I get a kick out of being scientist. It's really fun. But that's why the name of this video is Edible Slime, or is it? Right? I want you to decide. And of course, I have things to compare it to, right? Is it slime-like or is it Play-Doh-like? And you know me, for us to be able to determine that, I have things to compare it to. So I do have some slime that I just made, traditional glue slime. Not edible, not edible, not edible. Okay. And some manufactured Play-Doh. Okay. Cool. So towards the end, we'll be doing a comparison. Yeah. We'll find out whether or not our product is most like slime, which is like stretchy and you can like touch it and it doesn't like stay in your fingers and all that type of stuff, or if it's like Play-Doh where it's just kind of squishy and malleable and so forth. Cool. Hey, Manhattan Tailors, hello. So shout out to Manhattan Tailors. Thank Manhattanville Tailors. Let me say your name properly, okay? So FYI, folks, if you are in Harlem today, 141st and St. Nicholas Avenue, give me a confirm, Manhattanville Tailors. They're doing a pop-up and they have such cute stuff. I have to get over there myself one day to be able to grab something. I just happen to kind of be live kind of when they're doing their thing, but they have stuff on Instagram and all that type of stuff. So once again, shout out to Manhattanville Tailors. Their stuff is awesome. I know one of the people. I work with her in another capacity. She's brilliant. Awesome educator. So today, folks, we are doing this. Is it slime? Or is it Play-Doh? Kid you not, two materials that you're going to use. Now make sure if you do decide to eat this, like if you're making this, kids, make sure you read the back of the box, guys. Please read the back of the box to make sure. You're welcome, sis. You are very welcome. Okay. To make sure that you don't have any allergies to the things that are inside of the icing, because this like manufactured icing. There are a ton of ingredients. Do y'all see that big old ingredients list over here? Big old ingredients list. So there's a ton of stuff in there. Make sure that you're not allergic to anything. That being said, let's mix this up and find out whether or not we get a product. Okay. Remember, we're scientists. We're goofy scientists. Hello. Amen. Y'all met me. Okay. But we are scientists and we want to analyze our product, right? So we're going to mix our two things together to find out whether or not we get something that's most like slime or most like Play-Doh. Or maybe we'll get something that's similar to both. As I'm stirring, do you want to drop in your predictions? What do y'all think? What do y'all think we're going to get? Does anybody have a prediction as far as what we're going to get? First of all, you see how that hot pink color? Can you imagine how much food coloring they've got in this? Y'all know how I feel about food coloring. It's like my favorite material. However, the amount of food coloring they must have put inside of this to get it to be that pink is mildly concerning. But yeah, so notice how slowly I'm stirring. I'm giving that good old kind of baker stir, right? So I'm going like under, right? And over, right? I'm stirring slowly for a reason. Any ideas why I'm stirring so slowly? Think about it. Think about what I have inside of there, right? Stirring slowly. Okay. Right. Stirring slowly. So that what? So I don't get my powdered sugar just puffing up in my face, because y'all have been on, and I know you laughed at me because I laughed at myself. Y'all have been on when I put cornstarch and stuff and it poofs up in my face. Now, such is life. Okay, it's cornstarch. It's like I'm not hurt or whatever. But does that mean that I want to do it all the time? Okay. So stir, stir, stir. Stir, stir, stir. Okay. All right. And then you're probably saying to yourself, well, Miss Steph, how do I know when it's like done? So first of all, we know that slime, right? Slime and Play-Doh both, they stick to each other, but it shouldn't stick to our hand. So I'm looking at this product and I know it would stick to my hand. I wouldn't be able to play with it. I wouldn't be able to do anything with it. Whether it's Play-Doh or slime-like, I know that this is not done. This is too like squishy, right? So my thing that I'm going to do is add more of my activator, okay? And in this instance, the activator, y'all, right, is my powdered sugar. The thing that's changing my base sticky product into something I can play with. Now you'll notice that at that time I only added one large scoop, right? Because similar to activator, when I'm doing glue slime, if I add too much, it will be too firm and it won't be fun to play with. Okay. And also learning to respect materials as scientists. We don't want to we want to make sure that we conserve all of our materials. All right. We want to use enough to make the product we're trying to make. But we don't want to be in a situation to where, we're being excessive, to where we're wasteful, right? We're not trying to be wasteful in any type of like situation, right? So, do. Okay, so stir, stir, stir. Remember, this is Science with Ms. Steph, y'all. Science with Ms. Steph. Okay. Science with Ms. Steph. We are having a great old time today. Okay. And we're just here making this edible situation. Is it going to be slime or is it going to be more like Play-Doh? That's what you all will tell me once we're done. And of course, I have something with things with me to compare, right? I've got my my store-bought Play-Doh, okay, my manufactured Play-Doh, and I have some slime that I made very quickly earlier today, okay, to compare it to. So again, similar to when we're making slime with glue, I'm adding my activating compound bit by bit, stirring, and just, being patient. Okay. You got to be patient, got to be patient, got to be patient. Okay. So having a good old time here. I hope that we have lots of people that start to join us. I know that I've kind of changed up my modes of, doing what I do. Okay. Doing what I do. I know that I was like doing Instagram and this and that. And then we were doing, then I was doing Facebook and YouTube, all that type of stuff. So this year, just for various reasons, and just kind of like, after having like learned and thinking about, do y'all really want me editing videos and all that kind of stuff? Say no. Right. And like how to put it up on YouTube, all that type of stuff. And so I have made an executive decision that for the next several episodes, I'm just going to go ahead and stream using my StreamYard setup here directly onto YouTube. Okay. And through Instagram. And again, there are opportunities. Do y'all see this kind of starting to come together? I'm telling you, it's going to be fun. No matter what it is, whether it ends up being, more like Play-Doh or more like slime, whatever it is, I think it's going to be really, really fun and awesome to play with. Okay. And hopefully you can hear me, right? Please tell me y'all can hear me. Hopefully I'm not over here just doing this video in silence and you can't hear me. Come on now. I know y'all would tell me if you were having trouble hearing me, right? Hello. Mic check 1, 2, 3. Mic check 1, 2, 3, and all that stuff. Right? Okay. So anywho, as I continue on making, I will let you know that this is becoming harder, more difficult to stir. All right. And again, for you, those of you who are just now joining me, it is just 2 store-bought ingredients from the same aisle in the grocery store. Okay. Technically, I have the funfetti one. Okay. This is pink vanilla. Do you have to get the exact same one? No. Okay. Would I do the store-bought one? Yes, because the store-bought icing has some compounds that are inside of it that make this more likely to work. Okay. So do you see there? I'm showing you, I'm doing a test, right? Our test for our slime when we're making slime, is it coming off of the spoon and coming away from the bowl? Okay. And if for those of you who've been following me for a while now, I don't want to say too long of a time, because we've only been doing this for a year and a half or so. But this bowl, I'm sure you've seen me make slime in this bowl. Okay. So one of our tests is when it starts to pull away from the bowl. So it is pulling away from the bowl a bit. I'm going to add more. It's becoming a duller situation as well. So let me show you kind of in comparison. Okay. So you see how the icing directly out of the container is really shiny, right? Y'all see that? See, shiny, shiny, shiny. And that's not just the effect of the ring light. It really is shinier. Okay. Whereas inside of the bowl, you see how that's kind of more of a matte finish. All right. Stir, 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 stir. Stir, 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 stir. Right? So remember, I'm taking comments, questions, concerns. Let me know if you're wondering about how to do this at home. Let me know if you're kind of curious, why I chose these things, right? I said it earlier. For those of you that are just joining me, I was making edible slime at the request of my niece. She's not, this is what I want. And so she is the inspiration. She knows who she is. Hi, honey. Hi. She's the inspiration for this project today. Okay. And look, it's coming together. It's one of those things. And, when we were making, like I said, she and I did the marshmallow one. She did the marshmallow one. And I bought this icing to kind of go along with it to kind of, first of all, flavor it. Because I was like, just melted marshmallows is not going to taste good. It will be edible, but it's not going to taste good. Okay. And second of all, to add some pink to it, because it's one of her colors. She got multiple colors. One of her colors she loves. So I wanted to make it really fun. And one of the things that we noticed when we were making that particular thing is that we had to be patient, just like making regular slime. Anytime you're making slime or Play-Doh and any type of that type of stuff, anytime you do a DIY kind of version of it, it's one of those things that you're stirring and you're mixing for a really long time. And then finally it comes together. It's oh, It's done. That's fun. It like looks great and all that kind of stuff. So same situation here. Stir, 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 stir. And I want to just be respectful of those who have different eating requirements for various like reasons, faith reasons, or those of you who might be vegan or whatnot and what have you. I imagine you can get products, okay, with like equivalent type of thing that you can like try this with, you know. In particular, this is kind of another reason not to use the marshmallows, because marshmallow has certain compounds in it that not everybody consumes. And even sometimes there's like a Jello slime that people make. But again, gelatin, has things in it that, you know, gelatin is something that not everybody consumes. Unless it's like the vegan gelatin. Gelatin is an animal byproduct. So anywho, this is just another little something, y'all. Really having fun and getting a workout with y'all. Let me hold this up because the banner is kind of blocking it. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you're letting people know about this free science content, people. Okay? The opportunity to learn is really for all. Y'all know how I feel about that. Everybody should get a chance to learn science and feel like they're a scientist. FYI, for my high school students, I did send out a recent Science Club update, mssteph Science Club update. And in that update, have your adult family member, because they would have gotten it yesterday, check out the pre-college research program. Now, I don't know a whole lot about that program, but I got an email. I thought to myself, let me share. I need to share this with people. And it's really a program that teaches folks how to be researchers, getting more variety, more diversity into the different types of groups, into being researchers. Okay. Ooh, wow. They're being loud upstairs. Ooh. I don't know why we're stomping. Ooh. All right. So I think one more. Now, people, y'all know how when I started this, when I put that big old scoop of, right, the big scoop of icing inside of the bowl, and I was like, whoa, that's a lot. Proportions, right? We have to think about proportions. Math, science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, right? This particular activity definitely shows you the importance of measurements, okay? And the importance of proportions, right? So whenever we're making slime, anytime we're making slime, no matter what kind of slime we are making, if you're making it out of Jello, if you're making it out of Nutella, icing, like I said, we're going to find out whether or not this acts like slime or if it acts like Play-Doh. Regardless, those two projects really are very, 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 did I say very? Yes, I did. Very measurement dependent, meaning it's proportions. So if I would have started off with a small portion, a smaller amount of icing, then I would be putting in less confectioner sugar to be able to turn this from the icing into something that I can play with and enjoy. Okay. Once again, Ms. Steph here, and we are rocking it out here today, trying to find out whether or not this makes something that's like slime, or if it makes something that is like Play-Doh. Okay. Stir, 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 stir. Y'all know how it is. We got the background going on. Prayerfully, they're okay, wherever they're going. All right, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to touch it. I'm going to test it. Okay. One of our tests for slime or Play-Doh, or really for slime in particular, is can I touch it and does it come off of my hands? All right. So now that I'm touching it and putting it in my hands, okay, you know, does my body temperature kind of like warm things up? Is it starting to get sticky? How is it reacting? What's going on? What's going on? Does it roll together? Does it stretch? See? So to me, I'm kind of saying that this is more of a Play-Doh there. Okay? This doesn't seem quite like slime to me. Slime, you can stretch and bend and this, that, and whatever. Okay? But let's go ahead and test it out. Or rather compare it to our other things, because we've been on for a little while now. Okay? We've been on for a while. It's time to kind of get ready to sign off here. All right? So let's make sure that you can see these things, right? Do. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Right. So I've got my Instagram people over here, y'all. And I have y'all over here. Right. So I'm going to go ahead and put these all out on my trusty dandy, very fancy tray here. Okay. Just my little, this is my slime. Right. And here I've got my Play-Doh. Once again, thank you for joining me. Ms. Steph here, rocking out some Saturday science, some remote learning fun here. Okay. So I'm gonna move this over here a little bit like this. So as you can see, so this is a Play-Doh, right? I'm pressing it, I'm doing all that type of stuff. It can mold, it can form. All right. And my icing compound, really frankly, is giving me this kind of like fondant situation. Okay. And so I can mold it and it keeps its shape. You see how it's keeping the shape of my fingers. Okay. And then my slime, right? I put my finger in the slime and that finger press is starting to disappear. Right. Look how when I pick it up, it's nice and stretchy. That's the beauty of slime. That's what makes slime fun to play with. And that's what we're looking for, the stretch and that look like it's sticky, but it doesn't stick to my hand. Okay. Whereas now this, it stretches, but it's not, I mean, it's not, it's breaking instead of really sticking together. So this particular edible slime recipe, in my opinion, does not actually make edible slime. It makes edible Play-Doh. That's what I would consider this. Okay. I think it's closer to the Play-Doh compound. Hello. Thank you for joining me. I think it's closer to the Play-Doh. I think this pink stuff is closer to the green compound, which is the store-bought Play-Doh, than it is to the orange compound, which is my slime that I made earlier today. Okay. So folks, we have been on like for a really long time, and I have loved hanging out with you all today. But it's time for us to say goodbye. All right. It's been awesome hanging out with you. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for stopping by, people. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all the support that you have given over the years. We even have folks that are still supporting financially. Well, not still, like have been supporting financially over the years. Yes, yes, yes. You know who you are. Some of you I know like to keep your contributions to yourself. So I'm not gonna shout you out by name, even though I'm dying to, just because you're so appreciated. But yes, Ms. Steph Science Club is the cornerstone program of Triple F Empowerment Inc. Triple F Empowerment Inc. is a Harlem-based nonprofit, and we inspire, empower, and encourage young people to pursue education and career goals in the STEAM fields, y'all. So any of you interested in supporting, there are links down below, did whatnot and all that type of stuff. And any of you interested in joining me and being a part of one of these Science with Ms. Steph episodes, just send me a message and we will make sure that you get on. Okay, so going to end the broadcast over here.